Hey everyone, if you're watching this video, it means you're in my fourth period chemistry class, or in the unlikely event you're an adult watching this video, it means you are probably substituting for my fourth period chemistry class. So while I'm giving you a little introduction to the people in front of you, I would like all of my students to see if they could find their notes packet. And yes, it does exist. I know right now they're probably grumbling, I don't want to do this, why do we have to do this, blah, blah, blah. But they can find it, okay? And if they were absent, there's extra copies on the front table. Okay, find this page. Now let me introduce you to the people around the room. Let's just go around the room and see who you're dealing with today. To the unlucky person who gets to be in charge. Okay, over on the right-hand side, in the front of the room, we have Aiden. Now Aiden never quits talking. Just talk, talk, talk. Sometimes you have to walk away just to end the conversation. Okay? And then behind him, way in the back corner, trying to not be noticed, is Madeline. She's probably reading a book right now, trying to do something more interesting than me or you. And right next to her is Priscilla. Lucky for us, it's not a lab day because Priscilla's usually causing trouble trying to start things in lab. In front of her is Matt. Matt has a bit of a language problem. He thinks it's cool, okay? Cool to swear all the time. So you really got to watch his language. In front of him is Kevin. Now, I got no problem with Kevin. He's a nice enough guy. We get along great. He would have a lot of friends unless it happens to be someone who, has this weird hang-up about being exposed to some sort of contagious disease on a trip. Other than that, he gets along fine with everyone. Next to him is Ashton. Now Ashton's going to tell you, hey, I'm coming in to make up that test, or I'm going to get that homework done and be by. But you know what? He just forgets all the time, and then he won't show up. That's what Ashton does. And then behind him is Annabelle. Now you would think she's pretty nice and pretty normal, but if you get to know her, whoo-hoo, she is not. Okay? Let me tell you a little bit about Annabelle. She wants to move to the state of California. Everyone else is trying to get out. That's like prisoners breaking free and someone tries to break back into jail. Doesn't make any sense. Behind her is Chloe. You better get yourself a set of earmuffs because Chloe talks with a volume that will just about shatter your eardrums. You won't be able to hear when it's done. Okay? Next to her is Jessie. Okay? Jessie's going to come across as being fairly smart, and then you just get feeling comfortable and you're like, hey, everything's going well, and then all of a sudden he takes a test and he just doesn't do normal things like balance an equation or write a chemical formula correct. That's Jesse. Dylan right now is probably trying to look at his phone. He's right in front of him. He either hides his phone under his arm and tries to look at that all the time, or he stares blankly into space. Those are the couple things Dylan's known for. In front of him is Maddie. Okay, now Maddie, she might wear something inappropriate, usually shirts that say something like Cinco de Drinko, and then she tries to tell you it's for her job, which nobody's buying. I'm not sure she even has one. Okay, next to her should be Crystal, but Crystal, is she even here? I don't know. Good luck. If that seat's occupied, hey, it's a special day. Mark it on a calendar. Behind Crystal sits Bailey, okay? And Bailey's going to come across as, oh, I've got the answer right to everything, and I must be a great student. Let me ask you this. If she was such a great student, would I have to enact a policy where I simply deduct points because it has Bailey's name on it? Ask yourself that. And behind her, back in the corner, Brendan, get your feet off the desk. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Because Brendan's going to sit back there like he's Mr. Cool Man and tell you some story like, I'm allowed to sit here because I earned it, which none of us are buying. And if that sounds a little negative, this is the class you're dealing. Buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Now let's move to the next video and do some actual chemistry. Right up here.